Sherlock Holmes. Bring Sherlock Holmes back to life. Back to life.
It's elementary, my dear Watson.
Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century. Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century.
Sherlock Holmes resolved the case. Moriarty. Sherlock Holmes resolved the case.
Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century. Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century. Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century. Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century.
Elementary, my dear Watson.
London, England, May 25th, 1891. My name is Dr. John Watson. What I am about to tell you is beyond belief, but rest assured, every word is true. The legendary detective Sherlock Holmes and I were on vacation. We were hiking in the Swiss Alps on a trail overlooking Reichenbach Falls when a messenger from the lodge caught up to us.
Please, sirs, hold a while. I have urgent need of Dr. Watson.
What do you make of this, Watson?
A spry old goat for his age. What is it, my man? Are you sick?
Not I, kind sir. A fair lady back at the lodge. You are the only doctor for miles. You must come.
Go on ahead, Watson. The poor man is winded. I shall accompany him down the trail.
I should have known something was amiss, but Holmes was unconcerned.
Well, well, Professor James Moriarty. So we meet again.
How did you know?
Elementary, sir. I simply use my eyes and my brain. For example, eyes. You hunched over to appear short and stooped, yet you walked most rapidly for an old man, with unseemingly long strides. Then, in your effort to appear old and shabby, you found well-used clothes which were far too small for your great height. Brain. No one at the lodge knew Watson was a doctor. Finally, eyes again. You should never let your enemies see you sweat, especially when you're wearing makeup. Eyes and brains, Moriarty. Eyes and brains.
Ah, you're a cool one, Holmes. It shall be your undoing. Eyes and brains aren't everything.
Sherlock!
No man could survive that lethal abyss. The world had lost its greatest detective, and I, my best friend. Or did I? New London, May 25th, 2103. Subject identified, Martin Fenwick. Parole violation. Failure to report for crypnotic programming renewal. Other vehicle reported stolen. 0200 from Piccadilly Circus. Collision alert.
Huh?
Impact registered.
Duh.
Damage report has been uplinked to New Scotland Yard.
Thanks, Watson. Snitch.
This is Inspector Lestrade of New Scotland Yard. Send down at once!
Go, master. I'll draw her fire.
Moriarty.
My master, your worst nightmare.
3 downed light standards, extensive damage to private property, a 50-year-old acacia tree flattened, and Lord Nelson's hat. All to catch one harmless rogue geneticist? Are you crazy?
Sorry, Chief Grayson.
Inspector Lestrade, we are here to protect New London, not destroy it.
You're absolutely right, sir. But catching Fenwick was important. We have to find out why his crypnotic programming didn't take.
Take it up with the Science Division.
Criminal tendencies reprogramming begins in 10.
Memo to Grayson.
Recording.
Chief, the psychotech explains Fenwick's crypnotic failure on a computer glitch. If you ask me, Some warped genius has figured out how to fix the system.
You fools! You can crypt, but it won't stick. Merci. Merci.
Crypnosis complete. Prisoner released.
Crypnosis successful.
Get the man an Oscar. No one that's really been hypnotized overacts like that. He's faking it. And I'm gonna find out why.
221B Baker Street, the Sherlock Holmes Museum. Temporarily closed due to lack of attendance and budgetary constraints.
What's Fenwick want in there? We're moving in. Police, halt! This is your last warning! Come out with your hands up, Fenwick!
Catch me if you can, Yandi!
Internal Directive 12C. An unaccompanied officer may not enter the underground area without prior authorization. Access denied.
I'm not that crazy. There's rats down there. Come on, let's see what Fenwick stole from the museum. The disguise worn by Professor James Moriarty at Reichenbach Falls just before he attacked Sherlock Holmes. He stole Moriarty's disguise? What do you make of this, Watson?
Inadequate external security. Infra-alarm system non-functional. Internal security compromised due to obsolete non-shatterproof glass.
So glad I asked. That guy in the hovercraft, Fenwick's buddy, who just tried to run us down. This is not possible. Professor James Moriarty died over 200 years ago.
Breaking news. Crypnosis failure shocks New London. Details on demand.
More.
Crypnosis, the process by which criminal urges are deprogrammed from the human psyche, appears to be losing its effectiveness. Confidential sources inside New Scotland Yard blame today's bold hoverjacking of the Royal Grav Coach on a crypnotized youth who'd been placed on probation for joy-hobbing. And finally, from the Journal of DNA Science, cellular rejuvenation may enable dead cells to be reanimated, according to Nobel Prize winner Sir Evan Hargreaves.
I'll have to talk to him. Maybe he can shed some light on this strange business. James Moriarty, professor of mathematics, according to Holmes, the greatest codebreaker the world has ever known. Well, that could explain the crypnosis problem. Thank you, Watson.
Syntax unclear. Please rephrase.
I meant the real Watson, not you. I am not crazy. I saw Moriarty.
I'm sending you to the brain techs.
But, sir!
2 isolated instances of crypnotic failure? And you're blaming it on some so-called criminal genius who's been dead for over 200 years?
Chief Grayson, I saw him. He was as real as you are.
Appearances can be deceiving, Lestrade. Look at this elastomask the lab techs whipped up.
I see what you mean, sir.
Alert. Stolen hovercraft recovered. Investigating officer required.
Thank you, Watson. With all due respect, madam, sir, let's see what the DNA scans have to say.
Right.
And quit calling that thing Watson, Lestrade. It's a compudroid, not a person. Oh, Zed, what's wrong now? It came off so easily when the techies were showing me.
Unidentified DNA? Get me Grayson.
This better be good. I'm busy.
Hi, Granny. Chief, guess what? No DNA or fingerprint records on file. This subject is unknown.
But that's impossible. Everyone's DNA is recorded in a database. Everyone's. It's the law.
Not if you were born more than 100 years ago. Or 200, for that matter. Memo to Grayson. I believe James Moriarty has been brought back from the dead. I believe Moriarty stole his former disguise from the Holmes Museum so he would not be able to link his DNA scans to the stolen hovercraft. In the history of crime, there has been no greater criminal genius. Moriarty met his match but once. If we are to save the modern world from his evil, we must bring back his most formidable opponent. The only man who ever defeated him. Sherlock Holmes. Doesn't look like much, does he?
Ambiguous. Please rephrase.
You see, Watson, the world thought Holmes had lost his life at Reichenbach Falls, but somehow he outwitted death and Moriarty both. In fact, he died of old age many years and many cases later. Oh yeah, I have one more thing to add to that memo to Grayson.
Unavailable. File uploaded.
What? You sent it already? Have you lost your hollow chips, Watson?
Negative. All hollow chips present and accounted for.
Get in the cruiser, you worthless bucket of Zed. You're supposed to help me, not those suits upstairs. Ugh. We're out of here. Sir Evan, you're my only hope for stopping Moriarty. Only you can bring Sherlock Holmes back to life. I know your rejuvenation process is still in the experimental stage, but please, you have to try.
Very well. It is a challenge I cannot refuse. If only to reassure you I had nothing to do with this villain Moriarty's return. Good thing he was preserved in honey, or there would have been nothing left to reanimate. Let's see how he's coming along.
He's... incredible.
But the best is yet to come. If it works, that is.
Sherlock?
At your service.
Welcome to the 22nd century, Holmes.
You call this food, Inspector Lestrade?
How did you know my name?
Eyes and brains, my dear. The family resemblance is strong. I knew your ancestor only too well, I'm afraid. Besides, you're still wearing your badge. So, you're having a crime wave.
How did you know?
You brought me back for more than just my good looks and sparkling wit. By the way, who or what is that metallic gentleman sitting in the back? Does he do anything?
Debatable. He's a compudroid snitch, I call Watson. He belongs to New Scotland Yard, and he reports to them too, so I turned him off.
Breaking news. Crypnosis failure stun New London. Crisis declared. News on demand.
More.
The number of crypnotic failures has reached 7. New Scotland Yard has made no comment, but informed sources say the crypnosis program no longer seems to work.
There's the problem. You're the solution. Because this is the perpetrator.
Moriarty? He was laid to rest centuries ago. I saw him myself. The man is dead.
So are you. Remember? I thought you'd wait for the facts before you jumped to conclusions, Holmes. Maybe it's time you started your re-education. This is a HoloLearner. You put in a vid, and you put on the goggle phones, and you learn stuff. You still have to think, of course, but you should be good at that. Here, might as well begin with the 20th century, the golden age of crime. I expect you to be fully caught up by the time I get back. Surely that isn't too much to expect of the world's greatest detective.
Flying cars, talking picture screens, auto-learning devices, women in charge. What's the world come to?
Dead detectives? What next, Lestrade? I won't have it.
Then you'll have to solve your little crime wave without his help. Or mine. I quit. I'm sure someone in the media will advance me a few million credits for an exclusive interview with the Sherlock Holmes, especially when they hear how New Scotland Yard turned down his help in the midst of the crypnosis crisis.
Oh, cut the melodramatics, Lestrade. You win. I'll try anything at this point. Even expired PIs.
Meanwhile, Galileo City is officially open to eager crowds. A spokesman for the resort...
Holmes? Meet Watson.
Greetings, human. I am a Model 7 law enforcement compudroid. I am the property of New Scotland Yard, currently registered to Inspector Lestrade, who calls me Watson.
Well, there are similarities. The waistline. And an unfortunate tendency to overblown pomposities.
Too bad there's not more. Come on, Holmes, we have a date downtown. Stay, Watson. See that pile of books over there by the computer?
Affirmative.
Read, scan them. Maybe you'll learn something. Holmes is going to need an informed assistant.
Lestrade, I looked at those books. They were my friend John Watson's journals. Where did you get them?
Family heirlooms. You miss them?
More than I care to admit.
These psychotechs are the only ones who know anything, and even they can't figure it out.
It is my business to know what other people don't.
Hypnosis complete.
Excuse me.
So that's the deceased detective who's going to save civilization as we know it. I am underwhelmed.
Give it a rest, Chief. He's just starting to figure things out.
Lestrade, we must follow this young man. His hypnosis will not hold, and I think I know why.
Oh, you do you? I am Chief Inspector Charles Grayson, Mr. Holmes. I'm sure you can succeed where New Scotland Yard cannot.
It wouldn't be the first time. Closer, Lestrade. I must see who's driving.
Fenwick, follow that hovercraft!
No, back to the yard, Lestrade. The main computer is under attack.
The main computer? Holmes, I demand an explanation.
One word. Moriarty.
Lestrade, there is definitely a brilliant, yet warped mind at work. But not Moriarty's in my estimation. By the way, might I suggest you go to manual override?
What are you talking about? Sam! It's not responding! Thanks for turning off the autopilot, Holmes.
You're welcome, Lestrade. Next time, pay attention when I make a constructive suggestion. I do not say these things lightly.
What happened?
Your police cruisers, like your hypnosis machines, are all linked to the master computer at the yard. An intruder could not only cause the hypnosis programs to fail, but would also be able to wreak havoc wherever the long arm of the law might reach. As even you can see.
Looks like he's been and gone.
No, that is where our intruder is.
Stay out of there, Holmes. That's the heart of the computer.
Cease and desist, whoever you are. Freeze! Lestrade, no! Enough.
The mastermind is Fenwick. There's no one else. There cannot be.
Sir, I must respectfully disagree. That man is no longer capable of independent thought.
You're both wrong! It was Moriarty. I saw him as clearly as I see you, Holmes.
Lestrade, it may think like Moriarty, it may even look like Moriarty, but Moriarty it is not, no matter how much he wants us to think so. Eyes and brains, Lestrade.
You once said, when you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, no matter how improbable, must be the truth. Are you telling me there's no chance I'm right?
Time will tell, Lestrade. This much I do know, and with absolute certainty. We've not seen the last of him, whoever he is. He shall prove a most worthy adversary, and I, for one, look forward to his next move. You have resurrected the computer network with stronger safeguards?
As we speak, the Crypnosis crisis is over. One lucky guest does not a New Scotland Yard detective make.
All the more reason to remain in private practice. What prompted you to come to our aid, Watson?
My
Good man. Surely you know the answer to that. I am, after all, your faithful servant, Dr. John Watson, and I shall endeavour to...
Lestrade, what have you done? This machine thinks it's Watson.
Elementary, my dear Holmes.